Good morning. Good morning, America. The DJ and Donnie trying to fill up Gitmo. Trying their best to fill up Gitmo for you, America. Come along for the ride. We got a good show for you today. Got the fart button here. Got my sound masters. Here you go. Garrett Clemens in the house. Holy schmoly. Welcome, Garrett. Good morning. Good morning, Vietnam. There you go. Oh. It's 35 and rainy here. There's no sunshine today, guys. Yesterday was beautiful. They still say we're going up to 50 degrees today, but I'm not so sure. I don't see the sun. No sun right now. There you go. There you go. So let's start with some local news. I don't know if you guys been watching the local media. Got two stories that may be relevant. Did you see that at Chicago Midway? Don't bring that up, Garrett. I'm sure you're golfing today. Yeah. Four. There you go, Garrett. There's golfing in Gaza. That's Garrett. Garrett be golfing if he was in Gaza for sure. We had a near miss here at the second airport, Midway, on the south side of Chicago. Very well documented in video. Kind of scary. Check that out. A Southwest Airlines plane from, I believe, Omaha was coming in. Good sized plane, a 7-something. It was a good sized plane. They're I forget what Southwest flies, but they're like a 737 or something. 34 in Michigan, says Mofo. Good morning, Garrett. Good morning, Mofo. Hit the like, share, and subscribe if you would. For the DJ and Mr. T, as we try to load up Gitmo. We tried to load up Gitmo. All right, more on that too. We got some more information on it. But anyway, we had a near miss because a flex jet, nice looking personal Learjet or something, went across the runway as the Southwest airline was coming in. The Southwest airline plane was close to touching down. I'm hearing that if he activated his flaps for landing, he would have had to land. He would have had to land, and this plane just crossed on the runway that they were supposed to stop on. So that's kind of scary. Check out that video. Maybe I can find it later, but that should be making the national news. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but that was one thing locally I wanted to talk about. And the other one was Tiffany Henyard, the Dalton. We all have heard about the Dalton problems the last couple of months, year, whatever. Things got so bad down there in Dalton that I think they're heading to bankruptcy. The town is running out of money. The FBI couldn't arrest or indict Tiffany because she was running for re-election. So they can't, by arresting her, they would have manipulated an election. So they couldn't arrest her or indict her. And I guess she was beaten last night by her rival in the primary. Hooters, check out my post. I just did a post if you want to see the big Hooter problem. I call it the big Hooter problem. There you go. Check out my post, Garrett. I got a nice picture for you. This is probably a reason why Hooters went broke. There you go. So anyway, Tiffany Henyard lost like $3,800 votes to 500. She got 500 votes after all the corruption and pillaging that she's done. She still got 500 votes out of 4,300. Jeez. Oh, there you go. Running. Yeah, I'm thinking that the next step for Hooters may be actually hiring dudes. They may be hiring dudes to no, it's not the short, it's the community post, my friend. The memes. I got a meme out there. There you go. Yeah, Tiffany could only buy 500. She says her next step. She's planning on running for bigger office. She says they asked her yesterday around noon if what she was going to do if she lost, and she said she's contemplating running for higher office. So we got that to look forward to. Holy schmoly! So we're still winning, guys. I mean, we just keep winning after winning after winning. I don't know how many more federal workers we can fire, but I got a video here where it didn't really make much news, but there was a chat board on one of the intelligence websites, your national intelligence organizations. I'm going to show you a video here from Jesse Waters last night, where basically saying the FBI and the CIA and all those three-letter agencies are quickly destroying evidence because they know Tulsi Gabbard and Chase or Cash Patel and Dan Bongino be coming in hot. They be coming in hot. They're gonna be looking for the corruption. They'd be looking for who did what and why, and maybe start prosecuting some of those people. So we got that to look forward to. Let's look at a little bit of Jesse as he talks about what's going on in the intelligence agency. It's kind of scary.
Creeps at the NSA were fantasizing about having hermaphrodite babies so they could raise them non-binary. They were also trashing conservatives like Ben Shapiro, calling them effing monsters. And after Pat Robertson died, CIA workers celebrated. Quote, "I was always taught never to say anything about the dead unless it's good. He's dead. Good." The NSA was also caught bad-mouthing RFK, but they really don't like Tulsi. They say she's fervently anti-queer, a Russian agent, and in a MAGA cult. This is the deep state the media says is fake. They've been shrouded in bureaucracy forever, and we're shining a light on the infection and cleaning it out. Tulsi Gabbard is the Director of National Intelligence. First of all, congratulations on your confirmation.
Thank you, Jesse. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Not so good to see some of these transgender sex chats among the intel officials. What are we going to do about that?
Well, Jesse, what we're going to do has already been done. There are over 100 people from across the intelligence community that contributed to and participated in this, what is really just an egregious violation of trust, what to speak of like basic rules and standards around professionalism. I put out a directive today that they all will be terminated and their security clearances will be revoked. But the thing here, Jesse, is we got to take a step back because this is just barely scratching the surface. When you see what these people were saying, and thanks to Chris Rufo for putting it all out online, they were brazen in using an NSA platform intended for professional use to conduct this kind of really horrific behavior. And they were brazen in doing this because when was the last time anyone was really held accountable? Certainly not over the last 4 years, certainly not over the last 10, maybe 20 years. And we look at some of the biggest violations of the American people's trust in the intelligence community. So today's action in holding these individuals accountable is just the beginning of what we're seeing across the Trump administration, which is carrying out the mandate the American people gave him. clean house, root out that rot and corruption and weaponization and politicization, so we can start to rebuild that trust in these institutions that are charged with an important mission of serving the American people, ensuring our safety, security, and freedom.
There's going to be a lot of house cleaning because now we're hearing CIA agents don't like getting Doge, so they're going to sell state secrets to our enemies. What are we?
There you go. There you go. The CIA is going to turn on us. The CIA is going to turn on us. I also heard, what else? Mr. T signed an executive order related to Jack Smith and firing a bunch of his guys. And I did also hear that as part of that, there's going to be some collateral damage. What was the Obama FBI director? What was his name? Geez, what was his name? Wasn't James Comey, the black guy, what was his name? But anyway, they said as a result, the Obama guy that was part of I believe the FBI back in the day was kind of rolled up into that, and he may lose his security clearance. So Mr. T be taking away everybody's old security clearance, and we got one with the view, David Valdez from the border. How's the border? Mr. T has shut down the border. Yeah, did you hear that? Yeah, like 200 a day. We went from like 10,000 a day to 200. He done did turn the faucet off. And Robert Andress, come on, my friend. Yeah, David Valdez knows where his bread is buttered. So, Mr. T taking away security clearances. He's terminating people. Watch if you got Fox. There you go. The big beautiful. I hear they're building again. They reinstituted those contracts that they had during the first Trump session or term. And they're back to building the wall, as far as I hear. They're back to building the wall. Although they did say that Joey Bergen, our friend Sleepy Joe, right here, we got him in the house. He did sell some of the wall. He sold some of the wall for pennies on the dollar. That didn't help. So we can make some more. Eric Holder, yes, that's who I was talking about, David. Yeah, somehow Eric Holder was entwined with Jack Smith and his investigation, and Mr. T, I forget what the gist of the executive order was, but basically saying that anyone that was part of Jack Smith's group in going after Trump is to be fired and their security clearances revoked. And I do believe that Eric Holder was part of that group. So, and which goes back to Obama. So there you go. And one of the reporters too, he was signing these in the Oval Office as he usually does. And one of the reporters asked if this was not retribution and weaponizing of government on these people. And Mr. T, he had nothing to say about that, or he didn't. Well, he had something to say. He basically said, "How dare you tell me about weaponizing the government?" He said he's endured 8 years of weaponization of government. If you want to talk about that, yeah, he went after the reporter, and he also unveiled a new hat. I forget what the hat says, but he was in the Oval Office and he opened up. Let's see. He got a new hat. Got a new hat. Let's see. Let's see if I can find
Once
that
you try a
piece.
comfort hoodie, you can't go back.
Let's see if we can find that piece. He got a new red hat with the new saying on it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was good. It was good. Let's see. Oh. Let's see if we got the hats. I don't know if I got the hats on this one. Here they are.
Weeks. The sale will start in about 2 weeks.
Mr. President, do you see a more active role for Zelensky now, given the status?
I hope so. I mean, look, I think that we want to get that country back on its feet. And right now, it's been destroyed. And so here, give me this here. Give me all of them. Look. See that? Trump was right about everything.
Trump was right about everything. How?
I said, this was sent in by a fan. I said, I think we should make some of them. But we were pretty much. You want one?
I'll pass.
Are you allowed to take one?
No,
Because
no.
he'll consider it. I know him well. He's sort of a stiff. Yeah, Brian, you're not a stiff. He's sort of a stiff guy. You know? He'll take other things, but not a free hand.
Always say yes to the president. Always say yes to the
Would
president.
anybody like one?
Mr. President, an easy question perhaps for you. Maybe it's difficult. I'm going to ask you this question about the.
Who do you work for?
I work for two news organizations.
Who?
I work for two news organizations.
Yeah, who are they?
I work for Gray Television, America's second largest broadcaster, and I work for iHeartRadio. So there you go. But let me ask you the easier, tough question, Mr. President. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. Are they?
There you go, guys. A little Mr. T signing his executive orders. We got David. David Dundid got himself a timeout. How did that happen, David? How did that happen? Let's get the horses out. There you go, David. Sending a horse head to your doorstep, David. Oh, if we only had your address, David, we'd be able to send you a horse. There you go, guys. There you go. Only here. Tony Soprano timeout. Only here on Land Cruiser Midwest. I'm telling you. We're the only place that give the libs timeouts. Join in. Uncle Andy in the house. There you go, Mr. Uncle Andy. How are things in Naples as we experience a housing crash in Naples, Florida? And FL Drew in the house. Florida be crashing, my friends. I think the real estate market in Florida is going through the floor. Oh, yeah. Where's David? Where did David go? David just disappeared. FL Drew, how's things in Florida, guys? Nice and toasty. Okay, David. Thank you for joining, David. We love your update from the border. Keep the border safe and strong. Please, please, please. Well, you got all those Hooter places going bankrupt down there, Uncle Andy. You better show them some of your love. Go out there and buy some hot wings. Buy some hot wings before they close all their doors. There you go. There you go. Save the Hooter girls. Check out the post I did today. Just did a post about Hooter girls. You'll want to check out the Hooter girls that I just posted about there. They got a big problem at Hooters. Yeah, there you go. Woman with the view. Wall is for graffiti. No, you don't want to be painting our beautiful wall with graffiti. Oh, my Lord. So, yeah, it's the wings are not cheap. They're not cheap. Hooters first, yes. Yeah, they're expensive, my friend. Yeah. How's the governor doing? You mean the Chris Christie of the Midwest? Oh, my Lord. He's still fat. he hasn't been taking Ozempic just yet. Have you seen Lizzo? Yeah, Lizzo done shed about 100 pounds. She'd be on Ozempic. Talk about a hypocrite. I mean, she used to talk about how she loved being big and bold, and now she's on Ozempic. She's like shrunken. It's like somebody stuck a needle in her. She just kind of deflated. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Hooters, yeah, the Hooters are doing it to themselves. They're doing it to themselves. I'm here to tell you. I mean, they got rid of NASCAR. They lost their NASCAR. The ones around here, they got rid of. The ones in the Chicago area are franchisees, so they're not connected to this bankruptcy directly, but could be a problem if Hooters America goes under. I do believe the majority of the ones in Florida are owned by Hooters America, which is having some financial problems. They're having some financial problems and considering going through bankruptcy. Yeah, they'd be crying. Yes, crying about bankruptcy to save themselves. They've been in a spiral for the last 10, 20 years. I'll just give you an example. There used to be 5 or 6 of them in Wisconsin. There used to be 5 or 6 of them in Michigan. I think if you go out to the Hooters website and Google it, there's only one Hooters in the state of Wisconsin, and I bet you there's probably only one in the state of Michigan, maybe two, but they used to have like 10 in Michigan. There used to be, when you drove from Chicago to Detroit along 9094, there was at least 5 or 6 of them there. There was one in Kalamazoo. There was one in, they're all across there. Yeah, bird flu at a discount. So, yeah, the problem with Hooters is real, guys. The problem is real, and I think they own the majority. They own and operate the majority of the Hooters in America. So if they go under, it's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, like I said, maybe if it was still the Joey Bergen administration, maybe they'd hire dudes and call it booters or something. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Bergen hire some DEI dudes and run it with that. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Right next to the old Harley Davidson. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of Harley Davidson dealers close up here in the Midwest too. I think they got themselves some problems. They're just expensive. No one wants a Harley anymore. They can't afford them. There you go. 20 minutes in Hickory, North Carolina. There you go. So get your fix while you can. I mean, if you can afford it. Yeah, it's not a cheap place. Not a cheap place. Let me have some of this coffee. So, there'd be an update. There you go. So the other thing I want to make sure you're aware. I don't know if you guys watch the news or anything, but the Dems are they're without hope. Miller's Miller's Ale House. I've seen one of those around here. Haven't been there. Need to check that out. The Dems are at the end of their rope. They've tried singing. They've tried calling Mr. T racist and a Nazi. They've brought out everything out of their book from 2016, and now their last trump card is to probably take the government down when they don't allow for the expansion of the debt ceiling. So look for that to happen in the next 6 weeks, where when the debt ceiling comes up, the Democrats are going to literally stop our government, and that will be nirvana for them, because they just be losing, guys. They just be losing and crying at this point. That's all they do is lose and cry and sing in front of buildings for us. There you go. They're crying. They're crying. Yeah, they're crying. There you go. I mean, how many days can you expect Maxine Waters to stand out on front of a building doorstep and scream and holler? I mean, 1 or 2 days and she's ready for a vacation. You know, she's up there in age. So beware. Beware. The Dems are like a wounded dog backed into a corner at this point. They've got nowhere to go. They've got no idea how they're going to resurrect this bad Twilight Zone thing they're in called Trump. and I'm telling you, they didn't stock up on their TDS meds. Yeah, no, they got TDS, they got Musk derangement syndrome, they got Dan Bongino syndrome, they got everything. I mean, their worst nightmare has arrived. Kash Patel at the FBI, Pam Bondi, Tulsi Gabbard, Dan Bongino. Can you name anything worse for the Dems? I can't. They are in hell. They are living in hell right now. And Jasmine Crockett just goes berserk. They got the they do. They do. Oh. Oh. All right, let's dip into a little bit of Jasmine Crockett. She's from Texas. If you can believe it, she's from Texas, and she's kind of cute. She's kind of cute, but she's spicy. She's spicy.
We're just getting some of the information. Now, you contrast that with what we see the Republicans doing. It's simply a matter of them bending the knee again to Trump. It is the cult-like mentality that we see that is becoming pervasive in this country, where they say that he's our ruler. It doesn't matter what he does. He can violate the law. We should just...
Common sense puts you in a cult now, guys. And her thinking common sense is a cult. I'm just saying. Common sense is a cult? Come on, Jasmine.
Ignore it. We should not ignore it. We have never accepted this from anybody else. And the only reason we're facing a crisis right now is because he wants to act as if the Constitution doesn't apply to him. Well, I have news for him. If he wants to be in this country where we believe in a democracy, then he needs to abide by our laws as well as the Constitution. And
when was the last time you actually heard the Democrats talk about the Constitution?
If you could speak directly to Elon Musk,
there you
what would
go.
you say?
Fuck off.
There you go. She's got a mouth on her.
To Elon Musk, what would you say?
Fuck off.
There you go. There you go. A little Jasmine Crockett. Let's try a little bit more.
If you are trying to conduct audits and figure out where the waste, fraud, and abuse is, I don't know why you would go to some tech guy. In fact, it was only techies that were sitting there at inauguration. We didn't have auditors. I would welcome auditors to come in and do forensic audits. In fact, he sat there in the Oval Office yesterday and he admitted that he was lying, and he was using his propaganda machine to do it when he said that we sent millions of dollars to Gaza for condoms. That was a lie. So let me tell you something.
The gentlelady's time has expired.
It's time for
the
us
gentlelady's
to do our
time has
jobs
expired.
and rein in this rogue actor known
The gentlelady's
as
time has expired. I now recognize the gentleman from Missouri, Mr. Burleson.
If you are trying to conduct audits and figure out where the waste from...
There you go. And I don't know if you could tell that lady in the background was MTG. Jasmine and MTG go at it. Yeah, there's nothing. It's like a chick fight. It's like a chick fight in that committee. You got Jasmine Crockett and MTG. They just go at it. Guys. So yeah, they're like I said, the Democrats are a wounded dog backed into a corner. So be careful. But also do remind your family and friends that are liberals that Mr. T's got 3 years and 11 months left. 3 years and 11 months. It's going to be over soon. Here you go. I love it. I love it. Nothing better than that. Yeah, that'll make them scream. That'll make them scream. There you go. There you go. There you go. A little Jasmine Crockett for you. So watch Laura Ingraham tonight on Fox. I think 6, 7 o'clock here in the Central Daylight Time. She got an inside look at Gitmo. Jasmine Crockett is a district attorney. Yeah, she's educated, but you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. She's like AOC from the hood. So there you go. There you go. She's worth a laugh or two. She's wearing, I don't know why the black people wear those goofy glasses all the time. What's up with that? Black people always wear goofy glasses. Why is that? I don't know anybody that wears goofy glasses. No. Why would they wear goofy glasses all the time? I don't know. I don't know anybody that wears goofy glasses. I'm just saying. If I could get these to stay up there. There you go. I don't know anybody that wears goofy glasses. Do you? So check out Laura Ingram's show tonight on Fox New York, because she went with the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, yesterday and got an inside look at Gitmo. Yep. The same Gitmo that the same Gitmo that me and Mr. T are working to fill up. We're trying to fill it up as fast as we can. And there's a lot of interviews of Tom Homan too. Tom Homan, he's still got the fire under him. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Let's dip into a little Tom Homan.
So I hope people are waking up to these far left nuts who want to push back against ICE and what we're doing. We're making communities safer. We're keeping President Trump's promise to make communities safer and end illegal alien crime in this country. So I hope people are waking up to these far left nuts who want to push back against ICE and what we're doing. We're making communities safer. We're keeping President Trump's promise to make communities safer and end illegal alien crime in this country. So I hope people...
There you go. He's all over the news and Fox, and he's just going at it. Let's see.
We got, and look, I always said we got the border locked down, we're crossing down 95%. We've already arrested 21, just above 21,000. And we're going to double the workforce. We're going to add more. We're going to add more targeting. We're going to add more teams. God bless the men and women of ICE.
There you go, straight from his mouth. I also heard that there's people down in Panama and Honduras, the Darien Gap, turning around. They've been told, I guess, it's not worth going further north because you ain't getting across, or they're going to charge you so much to get across now. It ain't worth it. I am here, sadly, to report that we had, I believe, a Texas Ranger die at the border. He stepped on a explosive device. He was across the border into Mexico, I do believe, and they've planted some devices there, the cartels, and he stepped on one and is no longer with us. So there you go. There you go. They're working hard. And then Kristi Noem last night on Fox announced that they've come up with a website. If you're an illegal and you wish to self-identify, I guess there's a federal law that says if you come into our country illegally you have to identify yourself as such within 30 days. So that's an old law from the 1940s that they are now going to enforce. So they've created a website where you can self-identify as an illegal person who is now in the United States, and pretty much start self-deporting yourself. So you can put out your information on this website. They'll get in touch with you, and they will start deporting you. So there you go. I've been saying it for a while that they should just back up the bus to some of these hotels in New York City and just march them out onto the bus and take them over to the airport. That's what they should be doing. I did hear yesterday that the Roosevelt Hotel is going to be shut down in the next month or two. The city of New York is right now has got 44,000 people that they're housing. They've had 260,000 people go through that city. That is just phenomenal. 260,000 people, illegals, have gone through the New York system. And this also said, which I find it hard to believe, but they say they're still processing 4,000 people a week in New York City. They are still getting 4,000 people showing up at New York City. So they still got a flow of illegals coming their way. There's nonprofits from San Diego that have closed down shop. Some of these nonprofits have seen their money flow dry up, which is ultimately, that's what's going to change the game, folks. Is when the money dries up, then you'll see people screaming in the streets. Yeah, Christy's been quiet. Yeah, she gets out there in the streets too and does some work. So she's plotting a course. She is definitely plotting a course. But what I'm saying though is be careful, because you're not going to hear about all these nonprofits losing their bankroll. Okay, you're not going to hear about them losing their money, and when they do, they're not going to be able to provide food and housing for any of these illegals that they used to. And then you're going to see people, you know what it's like when you take food away from people for 3, 7, 10 days? People get very angry. People get very angry when they don't have any food and they can't find any. So we might be coming to that type of situation. Just saying that when you take food away from people that they've had free access to for many months, if not years, and now it's gone, there's going to be some angry people in the street, okay? And it's those people that have been living off the government dole and the taxpayers' money, okay? The time has come to cut off the money, and you're gonna see remarkable different changes. Yeah. So be careful. You might wanna make sure you got your boomsticks around, or at least a little bit of mace. Yeah, or maybe some carbine steel. Yes. There you go. Be safe. Do I have it? I used to have. Here it is. Yeah, I've got these. I carry these all the time, my friends. Nice Illinois product. It's a military grade pepper spray. You can get this on Amazon if it's legal in your state. I know you can't buy it if you're in New York City, but you should be able to buy this stuff on Amazon. You get 2 bottles for like about $10, $12 each. And it's a nice big 4-ounce bottle, where the one you can buy those, like you can buy similar stuff in like Target, and it comes like in the little rinky dinky stuff. This is good stuff. This will spray 10 to 15 feet in a stream. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I tried to, I had a nephew and his wife. They lived in Brooklyn, and I tried to buy some and have it shipped to them. Couldn't do it through Amazon. Couldn't do it through Amazon. So there you go. But I've been buying this stuff for years now. I give it away to friends and family. Yeah, no, yeah. He lived in New York City for like 12 years. And in the first couple of years he was there, he lived above a Muslim synagogue or whatever they call them. Downstairs is like a Muslim church, and he lived upstairs. And that was before 9/11. But yeah, he's always lived in Brooklyn, North Brooklyn, South Queens area. He finally, a couple of years ago, he moved out, and he's now living in Texas, Dallas, Texas, with his in-laws. So he did get out of New York, but yeah, a mosque. That was a mosque. He would live above a mosque for like 2 years. Oh my Lord. So we went there. He got married. We went to Brooklyn for the wedding, and you couldn't pay me to go back. I have no desire to go back to New York City. We stayed in the North Brooklyn area, and I mean it made my skin crawl. It's not a nice area. It's not a nice area. And a lot of the restaurants, we went to like a couple of restaurants by the hotel, and they all were like cash only. Cash only. And if you wanted to go on like one of those double-decker tour buses, the charge to go on the tour buses changed whether you're using your credit card or cash. Cash is king in New York City. There is a whole underground of people. That is how people get by. They operate on cash, and they don't report it. Speaking of waste, fraud, and abuse, go check out New York City and the boroughs. You'll find out a lot of people, a lot of businesses operate on cash only, and I suspect they're not reporting it. There you go. There you go. Welcome to New York City. Yeah, we went to this nice restaurant, and for two of us, it was like, maybe there's three of us. I think I paid for three people. It was like $120, cash only. Cash only. It wasn't like a McDonald's or something. It was a nice place. There you go. Yeah, charge you for walking the streets. And it smells. I mean, I've heard people say, like, they don't have dumpsters in the Manhattan. They just like bring out the bags of garbage at like 5 or 6 o'clock at night and let them sit there all night, and then the garbage truck rolls up and throws them in the back. So if they get it out there early when it's hot, you got the steaming garbage just laying on the streets. I just can't. I could not live in New York City. I'm telling you. Yeah. And where we were in the Long Island City area, and there was a lot. It was like out of. I got a feeling that The Sopranos did some filming there, because right next door to us was like a HBO studio or something. But in the neighborhood we were in, there was a lot of large, very old cemeteries. And it looked like it came right out of The Sopranos. So there you go. Yeah, there you go, guys. AOC tacos. Yeah, give me a couple of those. Oh, my Lord. So that's about all I got for you guys today. That's about all I got for you. I hope you're having a good day. It's Wednesday. It's hump day, guys. Get a humping. Garrett, get your golf clubs going. 70 degrees in North Carolina. Holy smoly. And let's have a good day. Don't worry about Hooters. Hooters will always be there. We hope and pray Hooters will always be there. Happy birthday, Uncle Andy. 59. Wait till you get to 59 and a half. You can access your 401k, my friend. You can get access to your 401k at 59 and a half. There you go. Check out my posts. I got a video on how to be a millionaire, guys. If you're young and stupid, check out the community post where I have a video on how to be a millionaire. All right, over and out. It's the DJ and Mr. T, and we be filling up Gitmo. Gitmo. There you go. Over and out. See ya.